Good morning, everyone. I am Tasia Spooner, the Director of the Caregiver Recruitment and Retention Unit, and I'm honored to join you in celebrating Georgia's 2025 Foster Caregivers of the Year. We are gathered virtually across the state to pay tribute to 14 families' commitment and love of Georgia's most vulnerable children. Your tireless efforts, including the smallest details of your day to day, demonstrate to our children and youth that they matter. On behalf of every child in our team at DHS, thank you for helping build stronger families for a stronger Georgia. Being a caregiver isn't a role that most people stumble into. It's a deliberate choice made with full awareness of both its challenges and rewards. You've chosen to say yes when others have said no, not now, not me. For that choice, we are profoundly grateful. We have several speakers joining us for today's celebration, including our Deputy Commissioner for Child Welfare, our DFAC Safety and Permanency Senior Director, and a few additional DFACS team members to help us announce this year's Foster Caregivers of the Year. At this time, I would like to introduce our DFAC Safety and Permanency Senior Director, Glenine Lanier.
Thank you, Tasia. I am honored to be here with you all for the 2025 Foster Caregiver of the Year Awards celebration. Today, we gather to celebrate the heart and resilience displayed by our foster caregivers. The caregivers that we will celebrate today exemplify what it means to be selfless as they lovingly open their heart and home to children and youth in need. These caregivers provide much more than a home for the children they serve. They show up day after day with patience, compassion, and unwavering commitment. We want to shine a well-deserved spotlight on the families who have gone above and beyond to support Georgia's children and their families. We honor and celebrate you for your stable, loving presence in the lives of children who need you the most. To all our foster caregivers, thank you for the work you do every day. You represent one of the most profound acts of love in our community, opening your homes and hearts to children who need stability, safety, and care. We greatly appreciate you. I will now turn it back over to Tasia to share more about our Foster Care Caregiver of the Year awards.
Awarded annually during National Foster Care Month in May, the Caregiver of the Year Award honors the foster caregivers who go above and beyond to provide children and youth in Georgia's foster care system with a stable and loving home. Each year, a Caregiver of the Year winner is chosen from each of the 14 DFACS regions across the state. Today, we will be recognizing the 2025 award recipients. At this time, I will turn it over to Jason Ehrman, our Region 4 Director who is representing our North District today, and who will present our first Caregiver of the Year award winners.
Good morning. I have the honor of representing the North District, which starts just north of Metro Atlanta and stretches all the way to the North Georgia mountains. It includes regions 1 through 5. The Region 1 Caregiver of the Year award goes to James Torres. James has proudly served as a foster caregiver since 2021. Throughout his time as a caregiver, he has fostered 29 children and youth. Mr. Torres has a heart for older teens. He supports the youth in his care as they work to find jobs, participate in extracurricular activities, finish school, and get their driver's license. Mr. Torres has dedicated time to learning Spanish to better communicate with the Latino youth placed in his home. He is a great partnership parent, and he goes above and beyond to encourage and assist in planning visits. Mr. Torres also partners alongside the agency to share his story and help recruit additional caregivers in the area. Mr. Torres's compassion, patience, and love exemplifies what it means to be a caregiver. Congratulations and thank you, James. The Region 2 Caregiver of the Year award goes to Robert and Pamela Surratt. The Surratts became foster caregivers in 2020, having provided placements for 9 children and youth and assisting in reunifying 4 families. The Surratt family supports and celebrates everyone's accomplishments and dreams. Whether they're gathered around the dinner table, cheering on a soccer match, or watching a dance recital, their love, compassion, and care is evident to all. When asked about their experience fostering, the Surratts shared, over the past 5 years, the children we've had in our home have taught us so much about life and love. We've been incredibly blessed to care for them, and we encourage anyone who feels the pull, anyone with extra space in their home and heart, to consider fostering. What a wonderful testimony. Thank you, Robert and Pamela. The Region 3 Caregiver of the Year award goes to Shakita May. Since becoming a foster caregiver in 2016, Shakita May has provided a safe and loving home for 146 youth in care and 6 children she's made part of her forever family. Miss May enjoys fostering children with complex needs from all backgrounds. She encourages each child in her care to have their own identity and express themselves, and she pursues additional services for them to ensure their success. She works hard to support reunification efforts and encourages birth families to participate in the care of their children. Ms. May has created a safe, nurturing environment for every child, and she is an irreplaceable asset to her region. Congratulations and thank you, Shakita. The Region 4 Caregiver of the Year award goes to Sherry Cochran. Sherry has been a foster caregiver for over 10 years. During her time with the agency, she has fostered 51 children, adopted 3, and has guardianship of 2, and has assisted in reunifying 18 families. Ms. Cochran has a passion for fostering preteen and teenagers. She embodies patience and resilience and embraces each child's personality to help them grow into healthy adults. She attends each child's school meetings, appointments, visitations, and social functions, ensuring they all feel supported. Ms. Cochran is also actively involved in her community, networking with community businesses to sponsor Christmas gifts for local youth in care. Ms. Cochran constantly goes above and beyond to support DFACS, the youth placed in her home, and other youth in care and their caregivers. Congratulations, Sherry, and thank you for all that you do. The Region 5 Caregiver of the Year award goes to Ryan and Andrea McQueen. Since 2018, Ryan and Andrea McQueen have served as foster caregivers. They have 4 biological children and 6 adopted children. The McQueens have provided long-term respite and emergency placements for over 100 youth in care. When asked about what they'd say to someone interested in becoming a caregiver, the McQueens shared, "If you're thinking about becoming a caregiver, it's one of the most beautiful and fulfilling paths you can take. Just imagine being the light in someone's life, helping them through their toughest days and celebrating their victories, no matter how small. It's not just about providing physical health, it's also about offering emotional support and friendship." This quote alone showcases the McQueen's heart for serving Georgia's children and families. Congratulations and thank you, Ryan and Andrea. To all our North District caregivers, congratulations. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to our district's children and youth. I will now turn it over to LaSharn Denard, our South District Director.
Thank you, Jason. My name is LaShawn Denard, and I have the pleasure of serving as the South District Director, where I provide supervisory oversight and support to Regions 6 through 12. At this time, I will present the Caregiver of the Year Awards for the South District. The Region 6 Caregiver of the Year Award goes to Wade and Cheryl Lynn Baggerly. Wade and Sherilyn Baggerly have been foster parents since 2011. During this time, they have fostered 37 children and have adopted 5 with plans to adopt more. The two have also assisted in reunifying over 10 families. The Baggerlys have a heart for service and are committed to providing a safe, loving home for as many children and youth as possible. They also support reunification efforts by working closely with birth families, ensuring the youth in their care maintain relationships with their biological families. Congratulations and thank you, Wade and Sherilyn. The Region 7 Caregiver of the Year Award goes to Ona Mae Mack. Since becoming a foster caregiver over 27 years ago, Ona Mae Mack, alongside her late husband, have provided a safe and loving home to over 200 children and families and youth in care. They also adopted 3 children. After the passing of her husband, Miss Mack made the decision to continue her journey as a foster caregiver because she feels this is one of the things that she's been called to do in her life. Her dedication and patience throughout the years is admirable. Most of the children and youth placed in Miss Mack's home affectionately refer to her as Grandma. Miss Mack, we are so thankful for your dedication to Georgia's most vulnerable. Region 8 Caregiver of the Year Award goes to Shakita Hall. Shakita Hall has been a foster caregiver for over 6 years. During this time, Ms. Hall has fostered 75 children and adopted 2. She has an unwavering commitment to the children she has welcomed into her home. The patience she models with the children and her ability to connect with young people who struggle to trust adults is a great asset to our region. She is committed, open-minded, and dedicated to providing an environment for children and youth to heal and grow so that they can succeed. Congratulations and thank you, Shakita. The Region 9 Caregiver of the Year Award goes to Brian and Kendra Fitzgerald. Brian and Kendra Fitzgerald have been foster caregivers since 2018. Since then, they have fostered 11 children, adopted 1, and assisted in reunifying 5 families. The Fitzgeralds have gone above and beyond to make sure that the children and youth that enter their home receive the best possible care. They work hard to create positive mentoring relationships with birth families so they can maintain relationships with their children. They also continue to be supports for those families when their reunification has been successful. The Fitzgeralds provide a loving, positive environment for each child placed in their home, supporting their well-being and needs. Brian and Kendra, congratulations on this recognition and thank you. The Region 10 Caregiver of the Year Award goes to Deanna Crosby. Deanna Crosby has been a foster caregiver for over 15 years. She has fostered 48 children, adopted 5, and assisted in reunifying 34 families. Her diligence and patience are truly admirable. She creates a loving, supportive, and nurturing environment for every child and youth placed in her home. She is persistent in her efforts to maintain bonds with birth families, and the well-being of each child is at the forefront of every decision she makes. Thank you, Deanna, and congratulations on this honor. The Region 11 Caregiver of the Year Award goes to Jessica Gonzalez. Since 2002, Jessica Gonzalez has served as a foster caregiver, providing a loving and caring home for 56 youth in care and 3 adopted children. She has also assisted in reunifying 3 families. Ms. Gonzalez's love, compassion, and dedication to Georgia's families and children is unwavering. She provides open and consistent communication with DFAC staff and understands that each child needs a different level of support to thrive. She focuses on creating fun and unique experiences for each child, whether they're playing games, cooking meals, traveling, or shopping. She ensures that love, joy, and connection are the heart of each day. Jessica, thank you and congratulations. And the Region 12 Caregiver of the Year award goes to Heather Alker. Heather Alker became a foster parent in Georgia in 2010. Since then, she has fostered over 225 children and youth. Ms. Alker is more than a foster parent. She's a mentor, an advocate, and pillar of support for the youth in her care and her community. Her commitment to making a difference is evident in her unwavering dedication to helping one child and one family at a time. Ms. Acker promotes cultural awareness, philanthropy, and meaningful experiences for every child placed in her home. She cares and she understands that fostering goes beyond providing a home. It is about nurturing a sense of belonging, purpose, and connection. Her dedication, kindness, and leadership inspires those around her and have made a lasting impact on the community and the youth who've experienced her care. Thank you, Heather, for all you have done and all that you do. Congratulations on this honor. I am truly honored to see the work being done by these incredible South District caregivers. Thank you all for your dedication and tireless efforts. I will now turn it over to Metro District Director, Ms. Holly Campbell.
Thank you, LaSharn. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Holly Campbell, and I'm the Metro District Director, which means I have the privilege of serving with our staff in Regions 13 and 14. I'm delighted to be with you all today, highlighting our Caregivers of the Year. First up, the Region 13 Caregiver of the Year award goes to Bruce and Donna Douglas. Since becoming foster parents in 2013, Bruce and Donna Douglas have provided care for over 300 children. The Douglas family began their foster care journey after their youngest child joined the Navy. Facing an empty nest, they were drawn to the idea of providing a safe, nurturing home for children in need. They open their home to children of all backgrounds, and they make a point to listen, understand, and meet the needs of individuals for each child. They work closely with DFACs and service providers to provide medical, emotional, and behavioral support for the children when needed. They prioritize reunification efforts and have assisted in reunifying 10 families. They've continued to maintain contact with many children and families after these successful reunifications. They are great examples of empathy, patience, and care. Congratulations and thank you, Bruce and Don. And finally, the Region 14 Caregiver of the Year award goes to Ariana Williams Washington. Ms. Williams Washington has been a foster caregiver since 2020. Over the years, she has provided a safe and loving home for 72 children and youth. She advocates for the mental health, education, and overall well-being of every child and youth placed in her home. She is committed to accepting every child who comes her way and diligently works to establish trusting relationships. Ms. Williams Washington pours love and purpose into her mission to ensure that each child knows that they are valued, capable, and loved. She is truly an asset to Region 14. Thank you, Ariane. Congratulations to the Douglas family and Ms. Williams Washington. I am proud to have such amazing caregivers and individuals in the Metro District. I will now introduce our Deputy Commissioner of Child Welfare, Lon Roberts, to provide closing remarks.
Thank you, Holly. Good morning. My name is Lon Roberts, and I have the honor of serving as the Deputy Commissioner for Child Welfare. Thank you all for joining us today and recognizing Georgia's Foster Caregiver of the Year Award winners. Congratulations to each caregiver who's been recognized today. You are all so deserving, and we are so grateful for you. Hearing about the positive impact you have made on the countless children and families in Georgia is evident and admirable. This year's theme for National Foster Care Month, Engaging Youth, Building Supports, Strengthening Opportunities, highlights the importance of supporting and raising awareness for the needs of youth in care as they transition to adulthood. DFACS is dedicated to providing support for our youth in care as they transition into independent living. This year's Foster Caregivers of the Year and many other caregivers work hard to instill responsibility and healthy habits that help you succeed as adults. We're incredibly grateful for the caregivers who partner alongside our agency to encourage healthy and happy lives for our children and youth. With over 11,300 children and youth in foster care, we understand that we cannot do this work alone. To those currently serving as foster caregivers, thank you for your unwavering dedication, love, and support. The time and diligence you devote to our children and youth in foster care is unmatched, and neither our agency nor state could thrive without your partnership. For those who are listening, if you're eager to learn more about Georgia's foster care system and how you can become a foster caregiver or provide support to those in your community, I encourage you to visit fostergeorgia.com or call 1-877-210-KIDS, KIDS, for more information. I'm so glad we had this opportunity to honor our foster caregivers and their hard work. We're endlessly grateful for your partnership and commitment. Thank you all for joining us today.